as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Badgers offense takes the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He's right on target. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Tackled, but he has a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they jump on top. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes.
He's going to let it go. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown. Feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Vaughn. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 21 to Oklahoma State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to... consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Vaughn. Makes his connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Now on the option. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Makes the grab over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. He now has 62 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Slams it ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback you're thinking, I gotta find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's looking for a man on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And the Badgers get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Got his man down the middle. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Badgers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Badgers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to move it through the air. Going up top. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. To the air on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. First down here for the offense. Going to the running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Trying to get to him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Badgers in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 2 over Notre Dame. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Reels it in down the left side. He's off to the races. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, NC State. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finally getting him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give out of the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Fights off a defender. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college.
He's going up top. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the play.
A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up just inside their own 20. It's 2nd and 9 from the 19. They'll leave it with him. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He now has 84 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw them. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Wisconsin, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking for a deep man. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football instead of the turnover. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He makes the connection. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And the Badgers will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. 42. Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He uncorks one deep. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's going to take off. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Royal. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but you got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got...
Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Royal. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He finds his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to the air one more time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Badgers are rolling down the field. He's going to pass. It's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got his man. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to find.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Here comes the offense on first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Wide out in motion. Using his feet. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Quarterback keeper. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Keeps the legs moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll take another shot here. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit, ready to fire from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him to him. On second down, wants to throw it. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
And how about this offense? They're not worried.
And it's his fourth interception of the game. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. One more play to pad the stats. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.